Hello gorgeous people, my name is Georges and welcome back. Today I am talking about Keke Palmer.
You know it's your girl!
She is everywhere because of her new movie coming out called I Love Boosters. But to be honest, Keke Palmer is omnipresent in my life simply because everybody feels connected to her. So I decided to try to unpack that. And so over the past few weeks, I've been reading her book, Master of Me, and listening to as many interviews of her as I could possibly get, specifically talking about her own life and her perception of her own celebrity. Luckily enough for me, she just did a TED Talk specifically discussing this very issue. And so that served also as a main research material for this video. Let's talk about Keke Palmer, her performance, her persona, and the distinction between performance and being.
This one has a little sweetness to it.
Keke was born Lauren Kiana Palmer on August 26, 1993, according to Wikipedia. Keke began performing at a young age. Like many famous black celebrities, she was raised in a religious and musically inclined household. She showed strong vocal and acting abilities early in her childhood.
Because you started singing and doing all this stuff when you were a child.
I went to a Catholic church.
Really?
I grew up Catholic. I know, and I didn't realize that it, like, not to say it like this, but so many people would be surprised to learn that my black behind was Catholic.
Yes.
But growing up in my Catholic church, everyone was black.
Okay.
So I did have the one white lady that we did have at the church. Her name was Miss Mary Sabluski. She was Polish, and she was our pianist. Okay.
The story thickens.
She said, I'm tired of all of these, songs that we have to sing this way. I want you guys to go home and watch a movie called Sister Act 2.
No.
Yes.
Not the Catholic Polish lady.
She had us go home. She said, I want us to jazz these songs up. The next morning, Holy, Holy Lord, we adore thee.
Her family eventually moved to California to support her entertainment career, a transition that quickly proved successful.
And after that, I got another call back. I was like 6 callbacks. And then finally they said, will you accept this role? And I was like, yes, I will accept this role. Yes, I will accept this role. Are you kidding me? I will accept this role.
Why did I do that as a kid?
Keke first gained widespread attention through small television appearances before her breakthrough success in the 2006 film Aquila and the Bee. Her performance as a gifted young spelling competitor was praised for its emotional maturity and confidence, immediately establishing her as one of Hollywood's most promising child actors. The film demonstrated her ability to combine vulnerability, intelligence, charisma in a way that resonates with audiences across generations.
Dr. Larry don't want to coach me no more. Georgia don't want to hang out with me. And all these people are expecting me to win. And it's just too hard, Mama. I want it all to stop.
Baby, you
Please.
Yes! Oh my gosh. I love that little girl, She was fighting for her life.
Following that success, Keke expanded her into television, music, and voice acting. She starred in Nickelodeon's series Through Jackson VP, becoming one of the youngest black female leads in the major youth sitcom. The show significantly elevated her visibility, of course, among young audiences, but among audiences at large.
Very crazy. And I know he got a check. You know they paid that man, yeah.
Unlike many child stars who struggle with the transition into adulthood, Keke Palmer successfully reinvented herself multiple times, and she talked about that in her interviews. Her intelligent use of social media and authenticity in that transition.
It's not only that I went to social media, but I went to social media with a plan where I would produce the kind of work that I wanted to star in. When I was doing traditional, they got tired of me. After True Jackson VP, they were like, okay, what's next? Who is she? What does she have to say?
Really?
And they weren't giving me a vehicle to show them. And so I started producing my own work, and I started taking what I was earning from social media, from my brand deals, and creating content.
She worked in music, Broadway, reality television, horror films, comedy, daytime television. Her Broadway work in the production of Cinderella showcased her vocal talent, her dramatic versatility, while later appearances in projects like Hustler Nope, Scream Queens demonstrated her ability to move comfortably between drama and comedy.
Solid.
I'm solid.
Solid as a rock. And if you mess with me, you gonna get scraped up.
In recent years, Palmer has become equally recognizable for her media personality as for her acting career. Through podcasts, social media clips, and talk show appearances, she cultivated a reputation for quick wit, emotional openness, and cultural intelligence. Palmer thrives in conversational spaces where personality and spontaneity matters. This adaptability has allowed her to maintain cultural relevance across multiple entertainment eras. The most fascinating aspect of Keke Palmer's cultural influence is her status as a meme icon.
I bet we see Scully and Mulder. And who the hell is
X-Files.
hell is? Ooh, y'all are really testing me on some stuff that I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
I know it ain't the stallion. You know it's your girl.
This one has a little sweetness to it.
Her meme presence keep her continuously relevant in digital conversation. It allows us to feel personally connected to her and to her personality at all times. Now, let's speak about the character Keke Palmer, which was the subject of her TED Talk.
In my roles, I could be sad. I was allowed to be frustrated, although often disguised as humor. Performing was safe because it didn't make people feel guilty about watching me carry the weight of adulthood far too early. As the years flew by, I didn't just perform on stage. I started performing off it too. I began designing a character to survive my life. That character is Keke Palmer. Approachable, capable, funny. A small container my full range could exist inside of without overwhelming anyone.
This perspective reflects a broader truth that we all know, right? Public identity is often carefully constructed even if it appears spontaneous or authentic. In the TED Talk I'm discussing, she openly talks about the exhausting nature of constant visibility. In interviews and podcasts, she frequently explained that audiences expect a celebrity to remain entertaining, emotionally accessible, and socially engaging at all times.
That's the slave hymn.
Over years of public exposure, celebrities often learn to develop a public-facing persona capable of surviving intense scrutiny. For Keke Palmer becomes a protective layer of professional performance. Although she does acknowledge that it's still partly who she is, it's still partly herself, just not a full representation of who she is.
And so one of my most popular characters is Keke Palmer. It is, it's your girl. And the guy, but that's a character that I constructed, that I created for my ability to be able to move through the world, to be able to do the things I want to do. I mean, it's just like how we all show up at work. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it of course is me because I'm doing it, but it's a character. It's also a performance to a certain degree. Maybe people do, but I'm not in my house talking about some, every now and then, every now and then. I grew up in a very rural part of Illinois. We didn't have a lot. And so I was the one that was, get out on the floor and dance, Keke. You know what I mean? You gotta do, you know what I mean? Because that's what was needed. But
Do you hate that character?
I love that character, but that character, what I think is this era that she was talking about that's opening up. Even when I came and did Just Keke, and I talked about it's about integration. It's not being fragmented in this space where people don't understand what that has also meant to me, what that's cost me, and what embodiment is for me today.
This distinction between private, individual, and public persona is particularly important in the age of social media. Earlier generation of celebrities could maintain a clear boundary between public appearances and private life. Today, audiences expect continuous access through Instagram, through TikTok, podcasts, live stream, interviews, everything. Celebrities are now pressured to appear permanently authentic while simultaneously remaining entertaining and marketable. I can't imagine being that. That shit sounds exhausting. We often say that we want realness from celebrities, but Celebrity culture itself encourages constant performance. This challenge becomes even more complicated for a black woman, for a black female celebrity, who frequently navigates conflicting expectations regarding likability, confidence, humor, emotional expression, professionalism, and respectability politics. Keke often succeeds because she skillfully balances all these pressures, but we have to acknowledge that they are pressures nonetheless. Yes, she can appear playful without seeming unserious, intelligent without appearing inaccessible, and vulnerable without losing her confidence. However, maintaining this balance likely requires an enormous amount of emotional labor, which few of us are capable of putting out.
Cause I would have been like, "Huh, you better get up here." I'll never get over that scene. She over there looking at him while he freezing. It's been hard to watch a movie of hers since.
What was that scene?
The bed when they're in the water. So y'all know, scene where it's like everybody's off the boat. At this point, you know, there are people floating gone, and there are people also that are using, like, you know, some of the furniture from the boat to be able to stay alive on the water. So they had like a little piece of something. It was like a piece of wood. I don't know. It was something that was holding her up. It was a door that was holding her up. And she over there trying to get him up there barely. And he like, you know, and he just like, "I'll stay here, Rose. I'll stay here." Homeboy died holding on to it. She had to pull his hands off. It was so frozen. I'm like, "Girl, you ain't think to take turns?" She let my brother freeze. She let him freeze to death before our very eyes. She watched him. Did y'all ever get that part? That's the cold part about it. She watched my man.
Keke's self-awareness about celebrity performance also resonates strongly with me, and I assume every young audience member, because many people now experience smaller versions of that same phenomenon online. Social media encourages all of us, ordinary individuals, to curate identities, manage perceptions, and present idealized versions of ourselves. In this sense, Keke's discussion about performance and relatability goes beyond celebrity culture and touches on social media and internet culture at large, and touches on the idea of who we really are online versus who our true beings and our complete beings really are. At the same time though, her openness about the artificial nature of celebrity branding may actually strengthen our trust in her, because rather than pretending that her public image is entirely natural, which can be hard to believe, she acknowledged that the existence of performance while still allowing moments of emotional honesty to emerge. This creates a more nuanced form of authenticity. Not authenticity as pure transparency, but authenticity as a form of self-awareness. Ultimately, she represents a modern form of celebrity and perhaps a truer way for all of us to exist both IRL and online.
I just was kind of, it was all lineage and epigenetic. My ancestors were slaves.
Her charisma is not simply accidental. It is something that she has consciously developed, refined, and performed over years of public life. Yet her willingness to discuss the emotional cost of that performance prevents her persona, prevents "Baby, this is Keke Palmer" from feeling empty or artificial to any of us. Instead, we see someone actively negotiating the difficult boundary between entertainment and being a full human being.
So when do you actually get to be Lauren? Like, does it ever get tiresome to have to show up?
Well, luckily, because I'm talking about it and I'm able to actually start articulating and sharing that experience, I'm able to be right now.
Yeah.
You guys are meeting me there because I'm allowing you to.
And the hardest thing I ever had to do was call the truth. I was hurting myself trying not to hurt you. Baby, I tried to hide you from the light, 'cause everybody loves the sun till it burns you.